Hi guys, this is me, Dr. Abbas. I hope and pray that all of you are doing the best you can in these crazy times. I remember when I got my test report for being COVID positive, my wife was looking at me filled with anxiety and the phone was ringing at the same time. I had been constantly receiving calls over the past week from friends and family for help and guidance about management, beds, drugs, and oxygen. Some calls were about losses and some were of desperation. So as my phone was ringing, I took the call, much to the dismay of my wife, who by now is used to being second in line to my work. It struck me then how much we put ourselves and our family aside in our line of work. The guy who called me had absolutely no idea that I myself was reeling under the news of being COVID positive. I wonder if it would have made even a small difference to him if I had called him back 15 minutes later. But it made a huge difference to me and my wife. The world didn't give me time to reel in this news. It felt like only a few seconds had passed and then I was back to doing what I do best for people. But what about myself? Why didn't I take those 15 minutes to assimilate the news and reassure my wife? Why do we doctors do this to ourselves and our loved ones? As a doctor, we rarely notice how much we neglect ourselves when it comes to taking care of our health and mental well-being. We probably do it because we know what's the worst that can happen and we trust ourselves to manage it, overcome it, and take care of it. But little do we realize that we are destroying ourselves, not only our physical health, but also our sanity, our peace, and eventually our family and relationships. Even when we are down and in isolation, we are constantly bombarded by toxic signals of overworking and making the best of our time. All of you must have heard of you're in isolation or quarantine. Make the best of it. You will never get time like this ever again. But honestly, the right thing to do now is to stop, lie down and relax. As I couldn't go to the hospital, I was burdened by this guilt of not taking care of my patients. I also wanted to finish my book and make videos for YouTube, but I was weak and fatigued. I didn't want to waste time and was so hell-bent on doing something useful or productive. That's when my wife stepped in and made me realize that 2 weeks of pause will not harm anything or anyone. Just take the damn rest, she said, and do the things you hate doing. Hate doing? Yes, things that everyone does and you don't. Exactly. That's what I needed. I needed to relax. So I relaxed and binged on Netflix like never before and ate to my heart's content and slept a lot. Meanwhile, my body fought the symptoms and healed. Of course, I still kept getting calls for help. Initially, I redirected them to my able colleagues, and once I felt better, I started answering them myself and got back to my routine. And although initially I was convinced it was a waste of time, I realized it was actually an investment in my health, and I healed more quickly without any residual symptoms. So what I want to say with this brain dump that you guys were so nice enough to indulge me with is that take the break you need. Take the break you deserve. Exams will come. Opportunities will come. Life will always demand something or the other. But when you're not well, it's time to put your foot down and take care of yourself. For God's sake, as a doctor, treat yourself like a patient and follow the instructions you would give them yourself. This is not a waste of time, but rather an investment in health to help you bounce back all the more quicker and be a part of that life, that future you struggled so much to design for yourself with your loved ones. I will see you on the other side. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.